Just last night, I was lost in the jungle with Pitfall Harry, surrounded by giant scorpions and man-eating crocodiles.
Well, Harry and I just grabbed the van, swung through the trees, and over the tar pits and found the jungle treasure. It was really neat.
If you haven't met Pitfall Harry, you're missing the year's most incredible video game adventure. Pitfall for the Atari 2600 and in television.
Since I met Pitfall Harry, no other man will do.
Pitfall, designed by David Crane for Activision.
What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well out there. Welcome back to another retro review. Today we're going to take a look at the widely successful Atari 2600 game Pitfall: The Adventures of Pitfall Harry. And I've got to say, as far as Atari 2600 games go, this is one of the better ones out there. It's most of the Atari 2600 games are only about 2 dimensions. They don't have a lot going on for it. This game actually gives you a pretty good environment without having to use your imagination like most old school Atari games with the 2-bit graphics. You play games like the original Pac-Man or Alien or one of those games where it's just got the 2 screens, and it's pretty horrible. This one's actually pretty playable, pretty fun. The crocodiles. I always get stuck on the crocodiles. Yeah, and if you could tell from the beginning, this was actually Jack Black's very first television debut as an actor, as a kid, for the commercial for Pitfall. I thought that was pretty funny, so I figured I'd throw that in there. Ooh. And this started there's a whole series of Pitfall games. This one for the Atari 2600 is the most well-known. But they have had Pitfall games going all the way up, at least as far as I know, into the PlayStation days. Oh, how did I miss that? Well, I'll try this one more time. Patient. Oh, and we're timed, so we've got 20 minutes to get through this entire jungle. And it looks like that was my last life, so there you go. That's basically the first few screens of Pitfall. There's like, I think, 20 or 30 screens you can run through in the 18-minute or the 20 minutes you have to do this. But we're also going to take a quick look at Pitfall Part 2. Now this one is Pitfall 2, The Lost Caravan, also by Activision. Came out a year later in 1983, and it's not as good as the original Pitfall. It's not as fun as the original Pitfall. It just it's its own little thing, at least in my opinion. We got bats. We get music in this one. We can swim. I guess that's not too bad. Alright, I take it back. I almost think I like this Pitfall better than the original one. I'm not sure what these things are down here. And again, for being an Atari 2600 game, the graphics are pretty decent, you know. You can definitely tell who you are, what you're doing, you know. You can tell that you're swimming in water. You can definitely tell that there's snakes coming at you. So for the Atari 2600, that's pretty impressive. I'm not quite sure what the mission of this game is. I'm assuming it's to collect all of those things. All these, how do I get off the ladder? Yeah, so now I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do. And that's basically Pitfall Part 2 for you. But there is a Pitfall Part 3. There's a Pitfall on almost every single console out there, I believe, by this point. And again, this was one of Atari 2600's best games ever, in my opinion. And thank you, Doomsday Kingdom Army, for the request for Pitfall. If you have another request, let me know. Or if anybody has a request, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I will see you all later.